What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of the Hurt Business Podcast. My name is Faris Sharari, and today I'm bringing you a surprise episode. I'm back with another interview, none other than Short Fuse himself, making a return this Saturday at Cage Titans. How we doing, Aaron?
I'm doing good, man. Feeling locked in, ready to go. Get these last couple pounds off, man, and go out there and have some fun on Saturday.
And I seen on one of your captions you mentioned fighting and cornering.
Fighting in corner for the first time ever, man. I'm actually pretty excited about that. I got two teammates / students of mine who are fighting. One's making his amateur debut. Both making their Cage Titans debut, so I'm super excited about it. Should be sick.
How long have you been taking on this coaching role?
I mean, I've been coaching. I've been coaching overall for like the last 6 years or so, probably. But I've been coaching here for like the last 9 months or so, and I kind of just took over teaching the Tuesday night MMA class, and I feel like I run it pretty well over here, and they've put in a lot of work, man. I'm super excited to go out there and watch them get their hands raised.
How does that conversation go? Does a student walk up to you like, "Hey, coach, I'm thinking about taking a fight," or are you like, "Hey, bud, you're pretty good at this. Would you think you want to see what's up on a competitive level?"
No. So basically, what happened is I moved from Fall River, where I was training at Regiment, which I always represent Regiment. I'm actually wearing a Regiment sweatsuit right now, but so I moved from Fall River to Plainville, and so I'm training at a new gym out here called Darkside Jiu-Jitsu. These guys already had fights, like as far as kickboxing went. Like one had 8 smokers, the other one was 4-0 kickboxing champ. So they had fights already. But I just started teaching the MMA class on Tuesdays, and they were already like getting ready to like fight as far as MMA goes, and they kind of were just like, "Hey, like, do you mind cornering me?" I was like, "Yeah, absolutely. Let's get it." So, and that's kind of what happened.
Let's get it. Are you stressed out at all to have to be in so many different spots on fight night?
I mean, yeah, fight night is stressful enough as it is, but I'm kind of hoping that being there for them is going to just take the stress away from my fight just a little bit more, Being at the venue for so long is just fucking chaotic. Like, it's very emotionally draining just being there from 4 at night to, I probably won't fight till 9:30 or so. Just being there all day is very mentally taxing when you're just constantly like, oh shit, what if I get knocked out? Oh shit, what if this happens? So it's actually kind of cool to like go out there and take that pressure off myself just for like a couple hours and just kind of focus on them before I start getting ready,
That is interesting. It is fight week. You have some pals cutting weight with you, and I hear fighters talk all the time about the weight cut being the fight before the actual fight.
These two motherfuckers right here actually aren't cutting that much weight. Like, I think both of them are pretty much on weight. So nice. I'm the one that's cutting the weight, but I'm actually going to be doing my weight cut with Carter Whitty, who's also fighting on Saturday. So
nice.
I'm going to be hitting up Regiment on Thursday, and we're going to be doing a weight cut over there.
You're somebody who understands like the science as a nutritionist, right? The science behind like the human body and what the proper nutrients and shit like that. How do you approach cutting weight, and can you kind of talk about the process like fight week?
So a big problem that a lot of fighters do is that fight week comes, they're starving themselves, they're eating just a couple pieces of chicken and avocado all fight week, like if you see like some of the shit that I'm posting on my story and stuff, I'm eating ribeye steaks and I'm eating fried chicken, and obviously not real fried chicken. It's modified for like my macros and stuff, but I think one of the biggest problems that people do on fight week is they eat in such a calorie deficit that they have no energy to like push through the day. When in reality, you kind of want to be eating at like a calorie maintenance, because you're not losing any body fat at this time, right? Like all the body fat has been lost. Like now you're just trying to flush water out of your system, you know? So it's not so much of we're cutting body fat anymore, right? So it's like, why am I gonna starve myself when I can eat at maintenance calories, still have the energy to train throughout the week and not be as miserable? And then pretty much all we're doing here is we're doing what's called a water load. People also water load like improperly. Like you don't need to be drinking 3 gallons of water a day on fight week, right? Pretty much all you need to do is just increase your daily amount, right? I pretty much drink a gallon of water every day, whether I'm in fight camp or not. Like it's just a habit that I kind of instilled into my daily habits. And so come fight week, like Monday, Tuesday, I'm drinking a gallon and a half of water. Or Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, I'm drinking a gallon and a half of water. And then on Thursday, I'm just drinking like 3 liters. So basically, there's so much water in the system that I'm just continuing to just go to the bathroom, and I'm just losing weight through urinating. But I'm also reducing carbohydrates and sodium and fiber all in my meals throughout the day, because all of that stuff is maintaining water in my digestive tract, right? Because 1 gram of carbs holds on to 3 grams of water, and then sodium also holds on to water, fiber also holds on to water. So just reducing all of that stuff, I can take my weight from like say like 175 to like 168, and then just from doing that, and then I can start my weight cut, which that's not what I did. I'm actually a little bit lighter than that right now, but and then I'll do the weight cut, which varies for everybody. Some people like to use the bath, some people like to use the sauna. Personally, I like to hit mitts and then get in the sauna. That's just kind of what feels best for me, but everybody has their own unique process that they do. But that's what works for me, and that's what I'm going to do again.
Sick. What is now you gave a lot of insight there, but what's something that people would never see or even think happens during a weight cut?
That it's really kind of a team effort, like it's a very dangerous process if not done properly. I've seen like fighters pass out in the sauna before, pass out cutting weight. A lot of people think that you need to overheat yourself as much as possible, and that's really not what you want to do. Like that's how you're gonna get heat stroke and stuff. Really, all you need to do is just get your body hot enough for it to start sweating, and then just keep the sweat going. Like I don't need to be sitting in a 200-degree sauna, right? All I really need to do is just break a sweat and then keep the sweat. So if I sweat at 120 degrees Fahrenheit, then I just keep it at 120 degrees Fahrenheit, right? You want the process to suck least amount as possible, As far as it being a team effort, like cutting weight by yourself is definitely not ideal. Like you definitely want somebody there to make sure you're okay and you're not like getting too fucked up, like you're not passing out.
I hate asking the standard how was camp question. Instead, I kind of want to ask you, where has camp been? You kind of talked about moving to Plainville, being at a new gym, and who's been a part of that big grind for you preparing for this one?
Yeah, so I still do train over at Regiment Training Center down in Fall River with Brian Raposo and Tommy. Been getting a lot of work with my boy Mitch Raposo. Shout out to him finally getting his first UFC win.
Shout out.
Yeah, big shout out. But yeah, I train with the New England Cartel on Wednesdays and Saturdays. Tyson has been like such a massive influence on my martial arts journey. I've improved so much as a fighter just training under Tyson. He knows the sport of MMA like I know the back of my hand. Like he knows how to break it down. He's very good at running practices. And so Tyson has been a huge influence for me as far as fighting goes. And then I'm training over here at Dark Side Jiu-Jitsu, which is where I do most of my training at now. And then getting some work in up at Hard Knocks out in Everett, Massachusetts, where I've been doing like most of my striking at. So I'm all over the place, training at like 4 different gyms: Regiment, New England Cartel, Dark Side Jiu Jitsu, and then Hard Knocks Everett.
If I could be a fly on the wall for one day during this camp, what day would you pick and why?
Hmm. That's a good question. If you're looking for just balls to the walls, hard work, just head to the grind, like no bullshit, I would say probably Saturday sparring at the New England Cartel. Nobody really fucks around. Everybody shows up, gets their work in, goes home. Um, if you kind of want to see the more fun side of training, I would say like Tuesday nights when I run MMA practice. I'm constantly calling the guys pussies and just making jokes, and it's a big fun environment. It's like we're all working hard, but not everybody who's there is looking to be a fighter, so we can be a little bit more relaxed with the training. Not so much relaxed, like we're still putting in the work, but we can have a little bit more fun. Like go off topic a little bit. We can troubleshoot here, troubleshoot there. Whereas like when I go to some of the more serious sessions, it's more just head to the ground and just grind. So
Mhm.
I would say Tuesdays if you're looking for a little bit more of a fun vibe, and then Saturdays if you're looking to see what a fight practice is really like.
And who are some of your favorite sparring partners at the cartel?
I tell you who some of my least favorites. No, yeah, honestly, man. Everybody up there is just so good. There's not really anybody that I like sparring with because everybody just beats my ass, if I'm being
Mhm.
honest. But I actually got a lot of working with Joe Giannetti this camp. He's a fucking beast, man. Like he's really really good. It sucks that his last fight turned out the way that it did, but man, he really is really fucking good.
He also fights the same night you fight over at LFA. So shout out
Uh,
Jojo. Go
yeah,
Jojo.
he's fighting on Friday. I'm fighting on Saturday, but
Mm.
yeah, same weekend. And then we got Tom Pagliarulo, another fucking animal.
Beast.
Just fought in the PFL and won. He's I think he's 10-2 as a pro. He's just you know he just humbles me every time. Super quick. Really good wrestler, really good striker. And then as far as my weight goes, I do a lot of work, a lot of training with Fred Sphere. I think he's 3-1 now as a pro, or 2-1 as a pro. But he's like one of the guys I hate going with the most because he's so strong that he just like grabs you, and it's just like he's like a mini, or he's like a bigger version of Marab. Like he just doesn't stop coming. He just fucking just shoots and shoots and shoots and shoots and shoots and grabs you, and he's so strong, man. Him, and then obviously Chris Mutino, who's just in your face, nonstop pressure the whole time. You don't know tired until you sparred with Chris Mutino. So those are my least favorite sparring partners, but those are the ones that I need the most because they all beat my ass and they all humble me super quick. So those are the partners that I probably train with the most up at the cartel. But yeah, I'm thankful for all of them.
Yeah, man, that was actually a great answer. You captured the people you love and hate the most. And shout out Sir Fred. After everything you put in, the camp, the cut, the preparation, what would a perfect night in the office look like to you?
So a perfect night in the office for me, man, is I'm just grateful that I get the opportunity to do this. I dreamed of being a professional athlete my entire life, and the fact that I actually get to step into a cage on Saturday and fight somebody and get paid to do it, like I'm just super grateful. I love fighting, I love competing, I love martial arts. But I don't really care so much about winning or losing anymore. Obviously, I want to win. I'm on the tail end of my career now. Um, Obviously, winning would be great. But A perfect night for me is just going out there, implementing my game plan, fighting hard, pushing the pace, being aggressive, dominating in all aspects of the fight. I don't want to just go in there and win. I want to go in there and dominate no matter where the fight goes. Um, and if I'm able to do that, then I'll be victorious, but I just want to go in there and give it everything that I got from bell to bell, push the pace nonstop. And if that's not enough, then it's not enough, but I'll be happy and proud of myself if I just go out there and fight as hard as I can for 15 minutes or less.
Well said, brother. Well said. You talk about your love for fighting, and there's so much emotion that goes into it, as you know better than anyone. On fight night, after it's all said and done, the lights go out. How do you unwind and kind of like really grasp what just took place and happened that night?
Well, it's a lot different with a win or a loss, man, because I tend to like hold on to my emotions a little bit too much. So usually with a loss, I don't want to see nobody. I'm just going home. I'm chilling with my girlfriend and I'm fucking ordering Chinese food and I'm just gonna watch a movie. With a win, phones blowing up nonstop. Everybody's hitting you up, pictures here, pictures there, have a couple drinks. Like, I don't want to have any drinks if I lose, because I kind of feel like I didn't earn it, Um, it seems a little weird, but I hold myself to a very high standard when it comes to winning and losing. So, with a loss, I ain't doing much. I'm just going home, ordering some food, and just vibing out because I'll probably fight late. So by the time I get home, it's probably like 1 o'clock in the morning already. With a win, just having a couple drinks, chilling with the fellas, taking a couple pictures, and then personally, I like to watch the rest of the fights. It's a great card, really good fights on this card. I definitely don't want to miss that main event. So, I don't really unwind per se, man, because I'm just so obsessed with the shit. I'm just constantly, need to watch the fight back ASAP. Need to watch the fight back ASAP. But I think this time I want to be a little bit more present after the fight. Call my girlfriend right away. Talk to her, and then just kind of put my phone away and just kind of I just kind of want to just take in the moment this time. And just be a little bit more present.
A lot of maturity I'm getting you from Aaron. It seems a lot of growth the past few months, huh?
Yeah, I started working with a mental performance coach for this fight. Shout out Coach Coco. And he's really just like tapped into like being present and just having gratitude and just being grateful that we get to do this every single day, and just controlling the controllables and just forgetting about what you can't control, and there's a lot of things in a fight that you can't control that people don't really think about.
I know I only have you for a few more minutes. You have to jump inside and teach the class. But before I get you out of here, last time you were here, we ranked energy drinks. I don't know if you remember.
Okay.
Since it's been over a year since you came on the show. So do you remember your list at all?
I think the only one I remember was number one was the peach mandarin Celsius, right?
Yes, you put me onto that one.
Yeah.
Well-deserved number one spot. Has that since changed?
No, I don't think so. Peach mandarin is still top tier, but I do like I've been big into the Ghost energy drinks as of late, they got some really good ones, and the freaking what is it called? There's this brand, I can't think of the name of it, but they have a Mountain Dew Baja Blast energy drink, dude, and that shit is so fire.
What?
Not gonna lie, that one might be tied for number one. That shit is Oh, so
All right.
fun.
I gotta do some research, figure what that is, because I am a Baja Blast
I'm
kind of
gonna
guy.
go. I'm gonna go research it right after this call, and I'm gonna send it to you.
Yeah,
Because
please do. So I'll insert it in this video in the edit so people listening will know exactly what we're talking about. Real quick, UFC 322 is this weekend. I kind of want to get your picks on the big matches. JDM, Islam, who do you got?
man, it's hard to bet against Islam. JDM is a beast, man. But I just watched his fight against Bilal Muhammad again yesterday. He got hit a lot in that fight. Bilal didn't really shoot as often as I kind of expected him to shoot. He didn't really shoot very much. I think Islam is not gonna shy away from his game plan. He's gonna put him on the fence, look to take him down right away, and just constantly keep that pressure up. I do think though that JDM, because Islam's I don't think he's ever fought at 170, so he's gonna be facing a different level of power now. He got dropped by Volk, who's a 45er, so I could definitely see JDM, just cleaning his clock and putting him out cold. And Islam has been knocked out before, but if I was a betting man, which I am, I would put my money on Islam.
Respect.
And then the co-main event, banger. Honestly, I don't really like women's MMA too much, unless it's like championship fights, because the championship fights are always bangers. I'm gonna say Valentina's gonna win, and she's gonna win by decision. That's what I'm gonna say. Valentina's both of them are just so good, man. That's pound for pound number 1 and 2 as far as women go. Valentina is just that good, She's fought much bigger girls. She fought Amanda Nunes twice. She's a fucking beast, and I think she's gonna get her hand raised. But I could see Wei Li just fucking sleeping her with a big shot or something,
Spoiling the show. Yeah. No matter what, it'll be a great night. Aaron Hughes, thank you for your time, bro. I really wish you the best in the weight cut. Hopefully it all goes smoothly. And of course Saturday night. I hope
Are you gonna be at the fight?
I won't be this Saturday. I'll be gone, but I will be around. Hopefully, doing some more in-person interviews. So hopefully next time this will be in person, me and you. But anyways, good luck, brother, and congratulations on graduating.